Hey guys, Nikki here once again, bringing you another video. Today, I'm not going to be reviewing anything as of yet. I just have something to get off my good chest. So, I am a really nice person, I like to think. Most people think so because I talk to anybody that I come across. I'm never disgusting to people. I'm never mean to people. I'm never nasty to people first. So most people knows me as a really cool person. Whether I meet you on a bus, whether I meet you on a train, here, there, whatever. I just like to talk to people. So there's an incident that's really like bothering me that I just want to share with you guys because I need to know if I'm wrong or not. Now, there's this girl that I became cool with because I checked up on her when she was sick and no one else did. Now, I know this girl from an old job that I had, and she was really cool. So I thought like I was fine with it. When we were at work, there were like, oh, she's not here, she's not here, she's not here. But she wasn't at work for like a whole month. So me being the person that I am, I decided I wanted to reach out to her. Like, why haven't you been at work? It's sad that you're not here. What's going on? I hope everything is well. All the best to you. Hope to see you soon type thing. Anyways, we become friends. Once we become friends, the relationship grew into a friendship, a really extended friendship. We started talking to each other outside of work, and everything was just like so cool, like cool. She could have been my sister, like really. So then another person at work, or where I used to work, decided they wanted to start a lot of trouble at work. Who does that? This is where you make your money. Really? Okay. They started a bunch of not rumors, but they just was like, oh, we're gonna set this one up to lose their job, and we're gonna set that one up to lose their job out of the blue. When I mean to tell you it was out of the blue, I mean to tell you it was out of the blue. Made no type of sense. Okay. This person was not only talking about me, but was talking about her as well as another person that we used to work with. Okay. Long story short, she becomes friends with the person who was setting us up and who was telling us about our lives and who was starting so much trouble and all this other stupidness. And now all of a sudden, y'all friends? The thing that got me was I'm a very loyal friend. I am not going to sit in no one's face and have them talk about you. Wouldn't a real friend do that? Yes, they would, because that's what real friends do. Okay. I decided to address the fact that she kept coming to me with the drama that she kept hearing with them about them talking about me and the other ones. My thing was, how many conversations you gonna sit in while they talking about me and the other ones when you're supposed to be our friend? Where they do that at? Because I'm not understanding. I thought when you're somebody's friend, you're not gonna let nobody talk about your friends, or if you wanted to do it discreetly, excuse yourself from that good conversation. That's what I thought, because that's what I would do. So after a while, I just called her on her bull crap. And I'm like, girl, why you always sitting and letting them talk about us? She's like, oh, I always come to you and I tell you things. So don't think that I'm doing it too and blah, 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 blah. Oh my good God. Because I was like, yeah, we're not friends anymore. That was it. That was it. I ain't seen this girl in like a month after that happened. And a month after that happened, I was like, okay, I'm done. And we just stopped talking to each other. We just stopped talking. She did send me a text message saying, oh, I hope that you don't treat me different after that. And I tried not to, but I just couldn't be fake. It was weird. Oh my gosh, it was so freaking weird. I couldn't be fake. It was just weird. Like, why am I forcing myself? It's like you getting up in the morning, you don't want to. I was doing that. Like, if I had that feeling, like I was trying to smile in your face, but I just really didn't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be fake to you. Like, I'm just gonna tell you, we're not messing with each other. That's it. It was no beef. It was no nothing. We just didn't mess with each other. We could have been cordial. We could have spoke like at work related only. But as far as friendship, we didn't have to have a friendship. That was it. In this day and age, do you know how hard it is to sit there and not talk about somebody? Well, I exercise my salvation because I didn't say anything about the whole situation to anybody, not one soul. And do you know this girl had the nerve to go start running off her mouth as if I did something to her? What? Like, I just couldn't believe it. Girl, what's this about? Like, what? So then, that wasn't bad enough. She called herself waiting to get in front of our managers to then show her behind and talk crazy to me. Now, God knows, ooh, the Lord knows that I've tried my very best to be the type of person that is comforting, that is welcoming, and that, that just likes people. Because I do. I like people. Sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes. And my thing is, why are you trying to big yourself up in front of the manager and try to downgrade what I'm doing because I was working, trying to get stuff done. So at the end of the night, we can go home. But you then try to show your behind by trying to make it seem like you were doing more work than I was in front of the managers. I had injured myself on this job from doing, like, my injury is healed now, but I injured myself on this job doing what I was supposed to be doing to make sure we all get out, and you gonna sit there and try to belittle the stuff that I do to make yourself look good? Oh my gosh, I almost lost it on this chick because I don't understand. What is your problem? I stopped talking to you. Okay, we understood that, but no one else knew that. No one else knew that we were beefing unless you told them. Do you know how hard that was for me not to sit there and post it on social media? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and all this other stuff up until today. You know how hard that is just not to sit there and get your feelings out because it wasn't that much of a bother to me after I said I'm done with being your friend. That was it. We spoke. We were speaking that day. We were speaking a couple minutes before that incident happened. So I don't understand. How could you sit there and do something so selfish and so ridiculous and so unnecessary when it wasn't that big? I know the only reason why you did that is because you're bothered by the fact that I stopped talking to you, but you know why I stopped talking to you. You know why. We had this conversation because I was pissed off when I told you why I stopped talking to you. But who does? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? This is all I want to know because when you're supposed to be a friend to a person, I don't care if I knew you for 3 days. If I say I'm your friend, or if you say I'm your friend, or we friends and we have a mutual agreement to be friends, then we're friends. From that moment on, that we establish that we're friends, that's the moment that's where my loyalty starts kicking in. Anything other than that would be like retarded, if we're friends. Like, what do you mean? Okay. I just don't understand. I don't feel that I am wrong for really wanting to curse this girl out right now. Like, I really, really want to bash her face in, but I can't do that because I'm not violent. That's number one. I'm not violent. And for me to even sit there and say that means you really just hit a nerve like somewhere. Because people don't get me this upset unless you're really trying to go hard. But when you're trying to go hard to make it seem like I'm not doing my job in front of other managers to possibly get me fired for no reason, that's where I draw the line. I have children to deal with. I have a house to take care of that I like to live in. I like to live a certain way. I like to dress a certain way. I like certain weaves. Like, I need this. Like, why would you sit there and try to jeopardize that? This just really, like, pissed me off to the point I had to do a whole video. A whole video! Like, that's how much it bothered me. Because ain't no way in this world I will sit there and do that to a person in front of managers, regardless to the fact if I like you or not. But the majority of the time, if I don't like a person, I just don't speak. And that's it. I will step right around you and over you and walk through you and all that and act like I don't even see you. But because when we're at work, I'm still cordial because that's what people are supposed to do when you're at work. You're supposed to act in a cordial way if you don't like each other. It's okay not to like people. It's okay. I don't like you. It's still fine. But you didn't have to sit there and do that. If what me and you are going through is really, really, really bothering you, you knew me because I was your friend. You should have came to me on another different level or outside or over here, over there, whatever. You should have pulled me to the side. I should have spoke your mind because that's what I would have do. That's what I did when I told you I didn't want to be your friend no more. So I don't understand. How could you be so ridiculous? Is it bothering you that bad, sweetheart? Because we can talk about it. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm very, very reasonable when it comes down to listening to your feelings and hearing you out, whether I like you or not. And I will tell you in the most respectful way, I'm never rude to you can never, no one can ever, ever, ever say that I'm rude to them first. Never, ever, ever. And I stand by that. Can't nobody sit there and tell me that I was rude to you first for no reason. First of all, I'm a woman. Women don't go to other women acting like they know them and doing all this other shady stuff for no apparent reason. I like everybody first up until you give me a reason not to like you. Even the people who don't like you and trying to tell me not to like you, I still hear you out because I know everybody is not like you. Everybody's not like me. Everybody's, it is what it is. Everybody got their own things, and I might just like you still. But my thing is for you, like, y'all don't even understand people. I am so upset. I am so upset because I would never do that to a person. I would never do that to a person. But it's not like I did anything to you in the first place. No one knew we had beef from my mouth. This mouth here did not speak of you and me and a beef because it wasn't a beef. I just stopped talking to you. You knew that I stopped talking to you because I told you I was going to stop talking to you because you don't talk to a person that tried to cause physical harm, tried to get a person to lose their job. You don't talk to a person after they did that type of stuff to you. If you are going to sit there and be cool with them, you forgive them, you say hi, you say goodbye. You don't sit there and have a conversation with them when they're talking about your friends. That's what you do not do. So right now, I'm going to need y'all to forgive me because I had to lose my salvation for 2 seconds to get this off my good chest. Because there's no way in the world, no way in the world, that I would ever sit there and do that to a friend. Never, ever, 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 ever. I have a best friend. For over 20 something years, I have a best friend. And me and this girl, if we ever get into type any type of anything, we hardly argue. But if we get into any little type where she hurt my feelings, I hurt my feelings, we pull each other to the side, or we'll call each other on the phone, or we'll text each other, and we'll speak about it like two women, because that's what two women does. That's why she's my best friend, because she thinks the same way I think, and she thinks the same way that most women out here need to think. Not even just most women, most adults. Period. That includes men. Y'all need to start to get to the get here. Get on your grown woman and your grown man stuff, because all this extra bull crap, all this extra beef that y'all doing and trying to start trouble and trying to be like this and trying to be like that unnecessarily, it's causing people to get killed. Especially brown people like me and you. Like, we got to get it together. Because this is retarded. This is retarded. Little stuff like this shouldn't upset a person so much, but only when you care is when you get this upset. Because I cared about her as a friend, but when a friend goes and talks to the enemy or goes and talks to somebody who's also talking about her, there's no way. Once I find out that you're talking anything negative about me, especially when you're physically threatening me or when you're physically saying that you're trying to set me up to get fired, why are you going to go speak to them? And not only are you going to befriend them, but then you're going to sit there and befriend them and have them talking about your real friends. This is all I'm saying. Be real. If you got friends, even if they new friends, if they old friends, you stick with your friends. Because the way the society is going downhill right now, you're going to need a friend, and you definitely going to need your family, and definitely above all, you're going to need God to help you to get through all this mess that's going on. Okay? So hear me when I say, if you have a real friend, if you have a good friend, keep them by your side. All the fake ones, don't be afraid to sit there and say, I'm not cool with you, and that's the end of it. Plain and simple. All right? later. Me all worked up. Shoo. Where this button at?